Welcome back to Kickin' It with Mabel. Today we're joined by Darlene Allen, founder of the Mildred W. Fairclough Foundation, and she's going to talk to us more about her organization and some of her efforts in the community. Darlene, welcome.
How you doing?
Also joining us is your son, one of 5 sons,
Yes, ma'am.
Andrew Allen. Welcome.
How you doing?
And you collaborate with your mom.
Yes.
So I want to begin, Darlene. Talk to us a little bit. You grew up in Brooklyn,
Yes.
Brooklyn, New York.
Yes, indeed.
And your mom was a single mom.
Yes, ma'am.
And you say that she really was your rock.
Yeah.
Describe her to us.
Well, my mom was a single mother. Like you said, we grew up in Brooklyn, and she was our rock. We needed someone to guide us through whatever we needed to be guided through, and she was there. She solved every problem that we needed. All I had to do was run to mommy and ask mommy, and she was there. Or if she couldn't solve it, she got someone else that can help to solve the problem. So my mom was what you would say God sent. Okay. She did everything that a mother should do. You know, she had 6 children, but you never knew that. You always thought that you were her special person. And she made that known to all of us. No one is more than the other. And with that, I was a middle child. So I felt like left out. And she made sure that she changed that. You know, she made sure that I knew that I was special. And no matter what, I'm mommy's little girl. You normally say daddy's little girl. Mommy's little girl.
And as a young girl, you then relocated to Roosevelt, New York.
Yes, ma'am.
And you met some individuals that made an impact on your life. Would you say they inspired you? Can you talk to us a little bit about them?
Well, yes. Besides my mother, I met 2 men. They were like fathers to me. We did not grow up with my dad. And with that, I needed that guidance. And Dr. Smith was the principal of Roosevelt High School. He was my dad. If I did something I shouldn't do, he made sure that my mom knew, which I hated that. But he was a good man. Mr. Messina, he passed away since. He was my guidance counselor, and he always told me that I would make it in life as long as I put my head to it.
Andrew, I see you nodding. Clearly, family is really important to your mom.
Yes.
What are you, I guess, when you think about your mom and your family and the impact that some of these individuals have had on her life, what impact has it had on you?
I mean, definitely my mom has a big impact on me as far as working hard. I've seen her work hard, 3 jobs growing up. So that also showed me that, you know, there's no limit to what you want to do or what you have to get. Definitely also, you know, family orientated. That's important to me because, of course, I have my brothers. You know, as strong as we are, you know, we get that from my mother and also my father. So family is definitely something that's important to me.
And as a family, you're working on a foundation.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
created a foundation that's very near and dear to your heart.
Yes, ma'am.
Why and what's the focus?
Well, when I created the foundation, it was created by myself and my late daughter-in-law, Liz LaFleur. And the reason for the foundation coming about was that I was a battered mother, okay? And I didn't know at that time what it meant. I just thought it was my fault, and I just stayed with it, and I wanted to protect my children. With that, I created a foundation, and it's to help women that have it's different scenario. One, if a mother has children and the father's in the military, it's dear and important to me because my dad was in the military. If it was a single mother that was being beaten, it was very important for me to help her understand that life is different and you don't have to take this, and then you can get the help that she needs to get.
What has that process been like? Does it cause you to relive at times some of the things that you experienced,
Yes.
or how do you inspire some of these women?
Yes, it has.
And actually, I want to hear so much more about this discussion. We need to take a commercial break, but we'll be right back. Please stay tuned. We're joined by Darlene Allen. Welcome back. I'm Mabel Aragon. We've been talking to Darlene Allen and her son Andrew Allen. Darlene is the founder of the Mildred W. Fairclough Foundation. And before the break, you were talking to me a little bit about the foundation and why it started. It began because you were a single mom and you experienced some challenging moments and you really wanted to help other moms that may be in similar positions. And what I began to ask you is, what was that experience, or what is that experience like when you have these moms that reach out to you because they're in need? You know, how do you offer comfort? You know, what do you share with them? What are the resources you're able to provide?
Well, one of the things that I do share with them from the beginning is that I went through it myself. Okay, I needed them to feel comfortable enough to open up to me and for me to get the help that they need. Because if they don't open up for me, I'm not able to help them. Okay, so I tell them about, what I went through, what I had to do to protect my children, and when I went into hiding, why and where. And once you get there, you kind of, get their trust, and you're able to get out what you need to get out of them, and then you can work with them to get the resources that they need.
You said when you went into hiding, how do you go from a place where you feel that you need to do that to finding the strength to actually create a foundation?
Well, when it first happened to me, I blamed myself. I thought I was the cause of all of this because that's the way he made me feel. When I took a look at my 4 children at that point, and I saw how beautiful my kids were, and they didn't ask to be here, it gave me the strength to fight back and to move on. At that time, there were no resources at that time for me to get the help. My family really didn't help, so I had to take it upon myself and with friends that I worked with to get me to a new location.
Andrew, when you hear your mom talk about the foundation and her experiences, what feelings does that stir up for you?
I mean, it stirs up a lot because throughout the time of growing up, I heard the stories of what she went through. Just me seeing the stuff that we also went through. Like I said before, working 3 jobs, I seen a lot. I saw a lot. Basically, and then I also saw the position where she's, strength, taking care of a lot of people, and then, at the same time, the foundation, see how it came apart, it was dope, and it was important to, I noticed a lot of people, not just her family or her kids. She took care of a lot of people outside, so it was something very, very dope.
Well, we want to hear more about all the people that you're taking care of. We'll be right back after this commercial break. Welcome back to Kickin' It with Mabel. I'm Mabel Aragon. For those of you that are just tuning in, we're joined by Darlene Allen, founder of the Mildred W. Fairclough Foundation, and her son Andrew. And we've been talking about this foundation. You have events that you host throughout the year that help support this organization. Talk to us about some of them.
Well, I would like my son Andrew to actually speak on one of them that's near and dear to our heart, which is in honor of his late father. So I'll let Andrew speak about that.
We have basically the biggest festival on Long Island called QuAHZ Music Festival. We did it to also keep my father's name alive, and also to give the community, the kids, something to look forward to every year. It's a free event. We draw out hundreds of people to come watch the artists perform, and it's also something for the artists to have, for their artistry as well. But the festival is something big for the Long Island. A lot of people talk about it every year. This is the 6th year we did it, 6 years in a row. Well, not in a row, but it's the 6th year we did it. If the pandemic didn't come, it would be 8 years. But QuAHZ is something very, very important to the community out here in Long Island, and we're looking to expand it more and bring other people so different communities could come experience what our community is experiencing.
In addition to that event, I know that community is really important to you, Darlene, yes, and you want to try to do other things, including a pantry.
Yes, ma'am. Like I said, we started with a Coke giveaway that we do every year. We give away 300 coats from Operation Warm, and Nassau County District Attorney's Office donates as well. We give away, this year, for the first year, we're going to be doing sneakers. We're going to be able to give away sneakers. We did a back-to-school giveaway for children that need supplies to go to school, so we did that as well. We did a food giveaway, and with that, now that I have my office and up and running, we're looking to do a pantry to help feed the community.
You've been collaborating with businesses, schools. You really are getting involved in the community. With your, who are some of your sponsors and partners?
Okay, well, one of the most is dear to my heart is Appleby and Baldwin. The manager is Kevin. Every year I call, he makes sure that he gives us what we need for the Jew Classic, and without even a thought. We have Archbishop Russell James. We have the DA's office, which, like I said, they give away the coats. Operation Warm, the same thing. And my sister and I collaborated together where we crocheted blankets and coats for the hospital, Nassau County Medical Center, Grady Hospital, and Rockdale Hospital. They renamed it, and I totally forgot the name. I'm so sorry. But we gave away crochet items to children that were born very small and tiny, and some may not make it, and their parents didn't even think twice about what they're going to bury their children in. But it was important, and my sister really came up with that idea. It was important for us to do something like that.
When you first reached out to these businesses, what were their initial reactions when you were talking to them about your foundation?
Well, they weren't sure. But when I started telling them and showing them what we did, that changed everything. And like I said, it just came to be a beautiful thing when it came to the community.
And if I can, not to cut
you
off, we also have ShopRite
yes.
on Jerusalem. And also we have a lot of other different companies that's on the rise, or, that's a little bit established, but that's probably not on the level as Applebee's and ShopRite and stuff like that. So it's just a mixture of a lot of different companies.
Yes.
True collaborator.
Yes, yes.
He has your back.
Yes. Thank you.
With some of the schools, I know that scholarships are something that you've been able to, and you want to work more on that.
Yes, we have Unionville School District that we had gave a scholarship for my daughter-in-law that passed away. We gave away $200 towards books, and we're looking to actually do more. My brother that passed away during COVID was a nurse, and when he passed away, I made a promise to myself that I was going to put a scholarship in his name in honor of him, and I felt that God took a male nurse from us, and we want to bring back one. So by doing that, that would show that my brother's name is going to live on as well.
We want to hear more about this and some of the other things that you're working on. So we are going to be right back with Kicking It with Mabel. Please stay tuned. Welcome back to Kicking It with Mabel. I'm Mabel Aragon. If you're just joining us, we have here with us Darlene Allen and her son Andrew Allen. Darlene, you're the founder of the Mildred W. Fairclough Foundation, who your focus is single moms.
Yes, ma'am.
And trying to get them through some challenging moments, trying to provide resources for them. Before the commercial break, we were talking about some of the different activities that you have in the community. Community is very important to you.
Yes, ma'am.
And you haven't done this on your own. Your son Andrew here is joining you. You have 4 other sons, and everyone really participates. It's kind of been, it takes a village, they say, to make things happen.
Yes.
You've had other loved ones that have helped you through this.
Yes, my brother Lawrence, during the time when I was going through what I was going through, I did not know how I was going to get out of it, and he was like my protector, okay? When the abuser came, he made sure that he got me out of it, and he would stay with my children to protect my children while I took off until I was able to get all of us safely in a safe place.
For those who may have just tuned in, you were sharing with us that you were not only a single mom, but you did experience domestic abuse.
Yes, ma'am.
I know, Andrew, that obviously you're very close to your mom. Mm-hmm. And you're a musician.
Yes.
And so you help your mom with a lot of these events that take place, yes. And you're a collaborator. You actually wrote a song
Yeah.
about your mom. Talk to us about that.
The song is basically called Praise, featuring two of my guys. His name is Terrence Bars and Pharaoh the God. The song is basically a tribute to my mom and my father. Also, I threw in my uncle, of course. But basically, you know, I referenced certain things in her life as she working 3 jobs, my uncle taking care of us. I also went a little bit real detailed as in how my father passed. That's how I started the actual verse of my song, just so I could also bring people in, but they could also hear my story. So that song was definitely important. I performed it a couple places. I had my mom there. Her reaction was priceless, of course. But it just the reason why I recorded it, I did the song was for her, and the reaction gave me everything I needed from it.
As a young man, how do you have the opportunity to go out into the community and share about your mom's foundation and try to get people involved as well?
If I could say it like this, I'm outside every day. So musically, I travel. So wherever I'm traveling at, the foundation is me, is who I am, is our lifestyle. So at the end of the day, if I speak about myself, I gotta speak about the foundation. So just so I can let everybody know, outside of music, I really have stuff going on that's also helping the community and doing other things to bring back to the community. So definitely, yes, 100%. Have to let everybody know what's going on.
I know you were sharing with me off camera that you hope that your sons will continue the legacy of this foundation years to come.
Yes, ma'am. I do think it's important that they do that as young. I'm just going to say this to you. As young black men, it's very important to me to see them do something like that. And Andrew got his name King because I call all my children King leaders. And because of that, I want them to pursue doing what they're doing with their foundation. And so that, you know, when he did the song in tribute to me, when he let me hear the song, I had just gotten out of a very bad car accident, and I was unconscious for 21 days. And that was my present to me. And when I say it was priceless, it was priceless. I bawled the whole time. But I love the fact that he mentioned everything that I went through. He let the world know, and I was grateful for that.
During that time when you had the car accident, I know you shared with me that it was your sons that took over.
Yeah, they did. I remember when I was in the hospital room and I was unconscious, and Andrew came to me and he was talking to me, and he said, "Mommy, let us take care of you. You take care of everybody else. Let's take care of you." He said that the reason why he knew that I heard him is because he saw a tear come out my eye. And when I came to, I asked him, "Did he say this?" And he said, "Yes, he did." And that's from then I always told him, I said, when someone is in a coma, don't say anything derogatory because they can hear you. So with that, we have an understanding that anything that you're going to say to anyone, it has to be something nice so they can remember that.
Well, we certainly remember what you're sharing with us, and we want to hear more from you. So we'll be right back with more of Kicking It with Mabel with Darlene Allen. Welcome back to Kicking It with Mabel. I'm Mabel Aragon. For those of you that are just tuning in, we have had the pleasure of talking to Darlene Allen and her son Andrew. Darlene, you're the founder of the Mildred W. Fairclough Foundation, and you help single moms in your community. And it's not just, it's a very vast community. So, and what's great about it is that now you have an office. So before you were working from home, now individuals can actually come, talk to you, ask for guidance, resources. What does this mean, and what difference does it make?
Well, it makes a big difference because I can actually reach more people, more women, or men too. But it is important for them to be able to come in, and they have the privacy of my office that I can close the door, go in there, we can discuss, reach out to whatever resources we can reach out to, and get them the help that they need. And we are located at 855 Nassau Road in Uniondale, and that's in Uniondale, Long Island. So I'm hoping and praying to God moving forward that we are able to help as many people as we can possibly help.
When women reach out to you, what is some of the help that you're able to provide?
Well, a lot of women are either being displaced and they need a place to stay, and I'm able to help them get that. There are some women that really want to work. They're at home throughout their marriage or with their boyfriend or whatever, and now the boyfriend is gone, husband is gone, and they need that help. So what I'm working on is getting them into the work field.
So trying to find them resources that will help them get them back on their feet.
Yes, ma'am.
And I know that you want the community to also get involved with your foundation to try to help out. So for those that are watching that want to do that, what can they do? Who do they call? You know, how do they get started?
Okay. Well, first I'm going to give you the email address, which is mwffoundation12@gmail.com. And our website that they can go on, they can see what we have been doing. It's mwffoundation.org. And the phone number is 516-782-3488.
Darlene, Andrew, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us, for sharing more information about the foundation. We've been joined by Darlene Allen, the founder of the Mildred W. Fairclough Foundation, and her son, Andrew, who is her partner in crime and collaborator. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been Kicking It with Mabel. I'm Mabel Aragon. Always aim for the stars, and we'll see you next time.